Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we're doing another Madden 23 roster update guide, as some of the rosters have changed and some decently large names have signed to different cities and teams. So let's get things underway. There's also been some comments and questions, on my YouTube channel about just the roster and stuff like that, so I'm going to address some of that today as well. So first, we're going to want to head over to the NFL symbol, go down to share and manage files like always. Go to download community files. We are officially the third highest roster, but we are on the front page of, well, like the first section of shareable files that are on the Madden 23 on PS5. So yes, let's get that out of the way. No, I do not have an Xbox roster. No, I do not have an old gen roster. And unfortunately, with the news of Madden 24 not being cross-platform, only being cross-play, it looks like nothing's going to change next year in terms of rosters. The reason being is 6 rounds worth of the rosters probably took, you figure each player takes at minimum 5 minutes to make. And I didn't even get all the way through the 6th round. I think I still had like 20 picks left, 10 or 15 picks left in the 6th, and I didn't get the 7th done. You figure, almost 6 rounds worth of rookies. That's a lot of time. It was at least close to 12 hours worth of time, plus free agents, and I didn't even get all the stuff done I wanted to get done with this roster, which I plan on doing more next year. But anyway, go down to the Madden 24 roster update, or you guys can come over to the search engine. You can search up my online ID. We're going to show you that real quick. Just GreenMachineSam. No special characters, no capitalization needed, no numbers involved with my name. Again, PS4, well, this is for PS5. PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S are not able to do this. These are for PS5. I know, it sucks, when people aren't making as good as rosters as I currently think I have, but that's the way it goes. So, here you go. And you can download any of these rosters. These two were just little fun experiments that I had, and then these are the actual updated rosters. All 3 of them are the same. Some of the descriptions aren't the same, just based off of titles and stuff like that, but they are all the same. So you can download whichever one you want. If you just want to keep the Madden 24 roster update, that's fine. It does not matter. Download it. You either have to overwrite or save as a new file. You can do either or. It will not affect the roster itself. Then, of course, you have to come over to load and delete files. You have to load it. I load it twice just to make sure, so you don't have to come back here. That's just my personal preference. Okay? So once you load it, you can hop in a Play Now online game. So I'm going to show you real quick. Well, not a Play Now online, just a Play Now custom game. As you can see, DJ Moore, Tremaine Edmonds, Eddie Jackson on the Bears. The Texans have now Jimmy Ward, Dalton Schultz, Damian Pierce. I don't think a whole ton of teams have changed their top 3 guys. Roquan on the Ravens, of course. Cam Akers is technically the 3rd best Rams player, so it's kind of crazy. You can see just, some of the players changing. CGJ, David Montgomery, some of the best players on the Lions, stuff like that. So you can play custom games. You cannot play online head-to-head. I'm sorry. Madden doesn't give us that freedom. I don't even think 2K or MLB gives us that freedom, so it kind of sucks. But you do have it. Now, if you do want to play against somebody, like one of your friends, you can both load into a Madden Online franchise. So, there's that. So, you head over to the franchise. Somebody was asking how they get it into franchise. It's really not that hard. I didn't think it was anyway. You have to create a new league. Somebody was like, how do I load this into my existing Madden franchise? You can't. Are you new to Madden? I'm not trying to be rude, but are you new? You can use active roster both on online or offline. So if let's say you don't even have Wi-Fi, you just use like a mobile hotspot to download the roster and then get off. You can still play offline franchise and still have the roster. So, and yes, you do have to create a new franchise. Yes, you have to use active roster. No, you cannot start at the next season. No, you will not have correct scheduling. Madden doesn't give us a whole ton, and honestly, I wanted to make a rant video about some of the stuff that has been getting leaked, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So let's head over to the roster, and I'm going to show you just some stuff that's going on. Remember, when new players are signed new teams, especially if it's the day of, I won't have their jersey number right away. So a guy like Leonard Floyd and Frank Clark, who just signed with their respective teams, Frank Clark moving to, of course, outside backer, because the Broncos currently play a 3-4, at least in Madden 23. If they're playing a 4-3 next year, I still can't fix that, because if I put him in a 4-3, then Frank Clark and Randy Gregory are going to be playing 3 techs in Madden CPU, and that'll just really fuck up the team. But then again, like Leonard Floyd, he's not playing outside backer anymore. He drops down and is helping out that edge rush for the Bills, because I think Von Miller's not going to be ready at the start of the season, or maybe they just don't have many expectations for AJ Epineza or Boogie Basham, I guess. I don't really know why they signed Leonard Floyd. I thought they had other weaknesses on their team that they should probably be addressing, like linebacker, but that's not my decision to make, of course, because I'm not part of the Bills staff. Somebody was saying that I'm lying and I didn't upload this roster. I don't know why I would make a video, and I don't know why I would go through making this roster if I wasn't going to be uploading a video and uploading the actual, file. It's for PS5. So if you didn't understand that in one of the last couple videos, I don't know what to tell you. Remember, you do have to load the roster. If you're not doing that, that could be the problem. 2 people have now accused me of just not uploading the roster or just not making the roster. Not necessarily not making the roster, but not giving it out to them. I've had more people tell me that they're enjoying the roster than people telling me that it's not there. I don't know what to tell you. If you're doing something wrong, if you're not on the right console, I don't know. I don't know your situation, but it's here. So, CJ Stroud is right there. Why would I go through making a roster and then not put it out? I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. It's there. I'm not going to sabotage myself, Because, no offense, I haven't played Madden since April, since literally the draft. I literally played one franchise, played through 2 seasons, and I was going to play Madden recently. I was going to jump back into my franchise, but I'm like, I don't want to get burnt out on Madden before the next Madden even comes out, because even though as much as I hate EA, I'm still going to buy the next Madden so that I can have the best roster possible. I put as much effort into these rosters as I possibly can, but there's certain stuff that just EA limits me on. So the rosters aren't 100%, Most rookies rounds 1 through 3 have 5 years on their contract. Contracts are hard to fix, just in general, in Madden. So, I can only do so much. It's still a good roster. I would still use it if you're feeling that, itch for Madden. But currently, I'm just playing other games right now. So, it's still a good roster. I will never understand anybody that's like, you didn't... I literally have a comment in front of me that I hid from my channel that says, there's no updates on this roster. I downloaded it, and none of the things have changed. It's still the beginning of the year roster. I don't know what the fuck you're looking at, but I'm pretty sure this is an updated roster. I could be wrong, I guess. I don't know. I guess Sensen Bennett was in the game this year. But, and like I said, I would love to do an Xbox roster, but the fact of the matter is I would then have to have, an Xbox, and I would have to buy the game twice every year. It would be a different story if EA was like, hey, you're a decent-sized creator, here's a code. Or, another creator that likes my stuff and wants me to continue making rosters, gave me a code and was like, hey, I like your stuff, I like using your roster at the end of the year when you do your off-season stuff and your, draft stuff. Here's a code so I can continue using your stuff. So there's just multiple things that I just wanted to address. Depth charts, they're in the best order possible. I just auto reordered, except for quarterbacks. Quarterbacks, I did make a couple adjustments. But, more than likely, if you're going to be using your team, you're going to go through, edit the depth chart yourself. It doesn't really matter what I think. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I can't really think of a whole ton. I appreciate the support that everybody's showing me. The views are insane. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that you guys enjoy this roster. I'm going to be doing a roster, of course, next year. And I have some 2K stuff on the way. I have seen some 2K comments recently. I haven't uploaded a roster update on that for a while. I mean, I'm still uploading the roster updates, but when nothing really happens, is it really worth making a video, you know? So, and I'm trying with free agents and stuff. Of course, like I've said before in previous videos, the draft is basically done, right? I hit the creative player limit. Overalls are based on when a player is drafted, not what I think of them, just to create fairness amongst the roster and just stuff like that. So, I don't know if I'm going to be updating it through Madden 24. I might update it till about the Super Bowl. But then again, if I make it that far, do I just keep going? But then the contracts are really fucked up, you know. Various different things could happen, and various different things will happen. I might update it at the beginning of the year, maybe fix some overalls, get players into better situations. But if they're relatively the same overall, I'm not going to touch them. I'm not going to go in and be like, oh, this dude has 84 speed instead of 83 now, you know. But if you guys enjoy this roster or any of my content here on the channel, I'd appreciate if you guys stick around and subscribe. We are on the road to 2,000. I am on also the road to getting monetized, so, and hopefully with more videos and just other stuff coming out. Hopefully that helps me. With that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.